In this book review, you'll learn about the human cost of PTSD in veterans and why you must help with the solution. Cracking open the book, Wounds Within a Veteran, a PTSD Therapist and a Nation's Unprepared by Joshua Goldstein and Mark Nickerson is equivalent of cracking open the egg of ignorance and seeing the messy yolk of veterans' post-war life. The story of Jeff Lacy, a Marine Lance Corporal who served early in the Iraq War, is one of him and his family cleaning up that scrambled egg and making it visible to others. The goal? Not to hide and perpetuate the facade of normal life for vets, but to reform the Veterans Administration system and to use the resources available in America to wipe the gooey preconceptions of military-related mental health issues. The first half of the story, Jeff Lacy begins his story talking about boot camp, deployment, mentality, and social dynamics of his unit. This being a journey this veteran shares. Differing from a personal autobiography, this version is told from the perspective of Mark Nickerson, Jeff's psychotherapist. In an offsetting way, knowing the book was written by a psychotherapist makes you wonder if the book is designed to stick with you rather than if it had been written by Spielberg. The clinical approach delivers a cut and dry approach. Jeff was medically, psychologically cleared for demobilization with no referrals for follow-up on July 8, 2003. No one contacted Jeff about the physical symptoms he reported or implicated his war experience. There was no debriefing of counseling for the family members before or after the Marine returned from Iraq. Skip ahead, and Jeff's nightmares were racked by nightmares of camel spiders, directly underlining the fact things are not okay, to the point where this Marine Lance Corporal employs tactical training, sleep with one eye open and a flashlight, reserved for the most hellish nights on base and the battlefield. In moments like these, it is clear that there's a veiled gap in the support system of military personnel. This becomes evidently more apparent when the book shifts to the reformation of the VA. To put it bluntly, a diagnosis and critique of not just the support system of military staff, but also the mindset of society who hit the reset button on Veterans Day and the next morning a nationwide amnesia settles. While discovering concessions to the overall gist of an inadequate VA system, a major point in this book is determining the scope of what is happening to veterans. Physically and mentally beat up, veterans return home and have to find a way to heal. Failure to heal is one of the extremely sensitive topics of suicide, which is the final chapter for Jeff Lacy. His family continues to respect his memory and dream by engaging with the community. The gore you may witness in the war-themed video games, movies, books, and TV shows may be realistic and impact you greatly. It is not in the slightest equivalent of the experience of the veteran. This book offers some broad stroke solutions and brings emotionally and thought-provoking insight on treatments and answers to what are seen as problems. While this veteran encourages you to really grasp the life shakiness you have experienced in media and use that to help veterans back into the fold of our slice of reality. There is no clear-cut and definitive answer. The VA, civilians, war families, and just about everyone else has to try to find some balance. The Wounds Within combines a moving and compelling human drama and national policy and a clinical explanation of how to heal veterans' traumas. It's a definitive account of PTSD and those who fought Americans' latest wars. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button and subscribe below to my channel. See you again real soon.